Hello and welcome back for another video. Here we are in Alaska again. So today we're going to talk about, whoa, earthquake, whoa, just kidding. But actually, it's actually Monday. The earthquake was Friday. So and since we're here, we did survive the earthquake. So yeah, great. We had a 7.2 earthquake here in Alaska, and we're okay. Everything worked out. Nobody got killed, which is amazing. So a few people got hurt. A bunch of buildings got damaged. A bunch of roads got damaged. But as you see, the forest is okay. So you can all rest easy that the forest is fine. In fact, I didn't even see any new trees falling down or anything like that. So that was great. And we came through it. At our house, we had minimal damage. Few things fell off, and that was it. Fell off the walls and shelves. But you know, it's crazy. It was an interesting day. And actually, the earthquake happened at 8:30 in the morning. So it was still dark, actually. So right now it's about 10:30, and it's just getting light. So that's Alaska for you. But yeah, I was actually at work, and the building cracked, and the parking lot cracked, and water mains broke, and it was insane. And then of course traffic. You know, everybody hit the roads, and you couldn't go anywhere. So anyway, but everybody is safe and okay and well, and the kids got home from school okay, and yeah. So we lived through a major earthquake. Great. And then the funny thing was that 5 minutes later, the aftershock was one of the top 10 earthquakes in the last 50 years. So, but I think it was a 5.2. And since we've been here in Alaska, we've lived through four or five of the top 15 earthquakes to hit Alaska. So we weren't here, of course, for the 64 earthquake. But yeah, so earthquakes happen all the time. And then it was crazy. They said, one report I said there was over 1,000 aftershocks. You know, we were feeling them all through the day, and even at night. There was a couple good ones that night. People were really worried about another big earthquake happening, and that didn't happen so far. So just life of living in Alaska, and you make the best of it. So we got a half a day of work on Friday, right? And everybody went home, and you know, Saturday the stores were open. So is life kind of back to normal. But you know, and also is if you live in a wood house, you know, they kind of creak and moan and groan a little bit, but they seem to do okay. And I guess if you live in a tent, it's even better, right? So if you live out in the woods, there's no problems, right? No pipes to break, so no flooding. But anyway, so that's my little report about Alaska and the earthquake. We were very fortunate. It's very interesting. Different places, like houses next to you, people had lots of damage inside. Some people had flooding, pipes breaking, and yeah. So, and other people, nothing, no problems at all. So it's just amazing how earthquakes work and the different soils. And I was talking to an engineer. This will probably bore you, but I was talking to an engineer yesterday at church. And he was explaining some of the different soils, the sand, the clay, you know, how deep your soil is, and you know what happens with the earthquakes. And so he was out inspecting buildings on Saturday and stuff. So that's his kind of deal. So he knew all about it. And yeah, but anyway, so it was great. And I wish I could have been. You know, wouldn't that have been amazing to be filming and have that on your channel? That would have been great. You know, maybe we should just sit out here and wait for an earthquake, right? Keep videoing. So, should have had my camera with me. So it would have been interesting. People were very nervous. And when an earthquake starts, we're used to the little ones all the time. And so you think, oh, it's just a little rumble, and then it doesn't stop, and then you start to get nervous. And then it gets, you know, things start falling, and then you get really nervous. So it was quite a bit of excitement, and now everybody has something to talk about, and it's great. And that's life living in Alaska. The other nice thing is it was only in the high 20s. For weather-wise, wasn't bad. It's typically we're down into the single digits by now. So we've had this warm spell going on. So I think that was another benefit too. The weather cooperated. But then again, last night it rained. So we have this just tons of ice right now. So, but here we are. So welcome. Hope you enjoy my little report of the earthquake in Alaska, and see you on the next video.